So I really don't know if y'all thought I was joking, but I'm so serious. There are so many different food releases coming out. Today we are at Little Caesars. They dropped a new Philly cheesesteak pizza as well as Philly cheesesteak puffies, as well as some Philly cheesesteak puffs. So that's what we got today. I also got these stuffed crazy bread because every time I got them, they screwed them up. So I figured I'd get them one more time with some crazy sauce. So that's still on the agenda today, bro. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes. And let's get into this video. All right, let's move this pizza off to the side for a second. Yeah, let's move the pizza off to the side for a second. Now, as y'all can see, I've been saying I lost my voice for a bunch of videos, and some of y'all really had to speculate on all kinds of crazy stuff because y'all are insane, but I got my voice back. It happens. Like, people sometimes lose their voice. I might have been yelling at the TV. I don't know what the hell I was doing. But anyway, these are, oh, they left these in for a long ass time. I don't even think I'm really mad at that, but these are the cheesesteak crazy puffs. They put mad cheese and melted these to hell. Bet. Inside you have peppers, onions, cheesesteak, and of course, cheese. Here we go. Where's the cheesesteak? Oh, I see. It's a little bit. There we go. I feel like maybe because these melted, maybe some of the steak melted out, but I don't really, you can see it on this bite right there. I just really don't like taste it. It's there. These almost feel like they need like ketchup. They do taste like a bland Philly cheesesteak, but nonetheless, a cheesesteak. I feel like this would be better on a pizza, but I don't mind these little puffs. I do got some dipping sauce. We got to get into those. Got some buffalo ranch, muy importante. If you're going to do Little Caesars, bro, to me, you got to get the buffalo ranch and you got to get the other dipping sauce I'll show you in a second. The buffalo ranch. That first bite wasn't really stuffed. This one is much more stuffed. And you get the cheesesteak. The cheese also seems a lot more melty, like they're using a different type of cheese, maybe? So I double-checked. There are no peppers in this, and that's maybe why I was missing that sort of taste. There's definitely onions, definitely cheesesteak, and it says cheese blend, which it seems like the cheese is a little different, maybe a little more provolone forward, but that could just be a seasoning blend they put on there. Now that I'm getting the steak in that second one, it's a lot better than the first one. I think it just melted out of the first one, but this is, let me see if I can show you real quick, a cheesy jalapeno. This the combo. This the combo. Cheesy jalapeno with Philly cheesesteak. That first one was a fluke. The second one, these are little hitters. I think I like them either, man, I should have got the pepperoni ones. I would say knee-jerk reaction, I like these better than the pepperoni ones, but those are 1-2, in my opinion. But these are $3.99, and I like these. I'm going to give them an 8. Very solid. I said I think they would go better on the pizza, so let's find out. Reaching to the passenger side like a scrub, if you don't get that reference. All right, let's go in for the pizza this time. So this one does have peppers. You can see we got peppers, onions, cheesesteak. It says cheese blend against, and then a seasoning blend, but it doesn't really say. This pizza, at least at my Little Caesars, they didn't have it under any of the specials or anything, so it cost me like $14, bro. That's a little upsetting for Little Caesars. Like, y'all can't be charging that kind of price at Little Caesars, man. You might have better things, but I checked all the coupons, all the everything. My location, that was the cheapest I could get it. It's crazy. I'm sorry, scratch that. Scratch that at the risk of loving to be thorough. This was the cheapest that I could find it at mine. My screen is polarized, so I don't know if you're going to catch that. $15.99. Cheesy white sauce, mutz, seasoned sliced steak, onions, greens, peppers, and mushrooms. I'm sorry. I wanted to double check because I felt like I wasn't doing that right. The crazy puffs didn't have all of that. So they also, there we go. This doesn't seem like a good slice, so I might have to bite another one. This is decent. You know what the thing is, though? I literally just got a deep dish from Domino's. That was $9.99. That had everything on this pizza and then some. The Domino's one is better than this if you want to do, because it says special white sauce, but it still does taste like I know somebody AO'd that special white sauce. Let me get a bite with this buffalo ranch. Gotta do a cheesy jalapeno. This is a worse version of the one I just made at Domino's. That's the problem. Now, that pizza is right now under a promo at Domino's, which is $9.99. Any pizza, any toppings. And you can literally make the same pizza. Like I said, they're calling it what, like a special white sauce or something like that. It tastes like the Alfredo that you get at all these pizza places. Like, it's not bad. But this is not a $16 pizza. If you can find it for like 10, 12 at the most, I'd say yeah. But the problem here is Little Caesars is supposed to be like the cheap one out of all of these. And they all have the ability to make a pizza like this. So if you catch a special where you can get it for 12 and under, I would say go there. This is mainly a pricing issue. Other than that, I know some people aren't going to like mushrooms. Just don't get the mushrooms. But please know before you order it, because some people really hate mushrooms, that they are on here. And they're all over the place. I also think their cheesesteak is chopped, for the most part, so thin that you're not getting it. There's little pockets of chunks of cheesesteak in here, but it's not all over the place. It's a little disappointing, but I don't want people to think I'm saying this is bad. I just think for what I paid for it, and I had Domino's 2 days earlier where they had a pan pizza that was loaded with these same toppings that was way better than this, is the problem. But I have to reiterate this. Please check the apps and the prices before him, because that same pizza cost $10. It would have cost me $23 if it. This is just a regular price, so technically it is cheaper unless you get it under a promo. That had to be said. Would I eat this pizza again? Honestly, I like the puffs better. But I feel like they made the puffs better. This pizza's for cheesesteak. But obviously you can tell. I'll still eat it. And bad. Now, this is going to seem a little weird for some people who don't understand the level of thick neckness that we have here. I'm going to grab one more slice, though, because this slice seems way more loaded than the other one. So I want to see if that makes a difference. No, it's still pretty mid. And the problem is, again, even with a regular cheesesteak or any type of cheesesteak, there should be more cheesesteak meat than peppers and onions. There's way more peppers and onions than cheesesteak on mine. But that could be a location issue. Look, get this in the buffalo ranch or whatever, you can call it a day. But to be perfectly honest, at Little Caesars, I'm still going to stick to what I normally get. Get yourself a little extra most bestest pepperoni, some puffies, or you can do like a create your own. They also have a promo right now before I switch to the last thing that you can get 2 large one-topping pizzas for $5.99 a piece. I would rather do that than get this. Little Caesars to me is about value. And this, there's no value in it. So, on taste from a chain scale, I give this a 7. Like, it's okay. It's a little above average. But value, this sucks. I don't even want to rate it. It sucks. And like I said, I've ordered these twice, and every time I've gotten them, I've gotten some different variation, like regular crazy bread or whatever. So they had a promo that you could get like a crazy bread added onto your order that was like $2. So I said, oh, damn. I don't even want to hold this up too long because it's going to drip. It's funny, I referenced Rush Hour on my second channel, and I got another movie quote from Rush Hour with this. Chris Tucker, when he ordered the Chinese food from a dude, I think he ordered like Camel's Hump. Not that it matters, but he said, what am I supposed to do with a big box of grease? That's what I feel like I got right now. Big ass box of grease. Like I feel like I got to wipe my whole, but this is their stuffed crazy bread, grease edition. This is mad greasy, like mad greasy. But I want to see, did they give me cheese inside this time finally? Yeah, they did. There you go. Okay, we get to actually try it now because every time, bro, my Little Caesars is notorious. I went today, I pulled up, I double and triple checked everything and made sure the order was legit. All right. This is definitely a skill issue, location issue, user issue. Mine tastes like they literally dunked it and soaked it in butter. Some people probably think that's a good idea, but it's almost too greasy and oily and all that. Like, I know things soaked in butter usually probably hit, but in this case, like, you can just, it's crazy in here. I'm gonna do one bite. Also, their crazy sauce is like, I know y'all seen the videos on TikTok where they like take it and they put it in the water and they got that little immersion blender and they just add it in the tub. It tastes like that. They probably have the worst dipping sauce of any of these chain pizzas to me, because that tastes like not what you want. These are probably much better at different places. They do got some Parmesan kind of sitting here on one, so maybe I'll be trying out the Dookie on stuff, but I'm gonna get this little bite right here because it's got like some Parmesan dusting or something. I shouldn't have did that. Let me dip it in the buffalo ranch, see if we can save that. Ain't no saving these. That's like a buttery sponge. These in particular are like a 2 out of 10. I can see them being good if they made them right, but they clearly didn't in mine. It is what it is. At least I actually got them this time, I guess. So this could be just because of where I am or location-based or whatever, but in my opinion, the Crazy Puffs are the clear winner. These even look better. I think they're pretty good if you get them with the steak and everything else. I have noticed the price point on Little Caesars has kind of been moving up a little bit as opposed to everything else. You can still find deals there. Just make sure you check the app. But the value, at least where I'm at, is not there. But I'm still rocking with Little Caesars. But I'd still rather get like the pepperoni bread or whatever than anything. I feel like that's where the value is at Little Caesars. I don't like everything at Little Caesars, but what they do well, like, I rock with it. I've definitely come around on it. So that's it. And then another thing, my voice is fine. I'm fine. I love y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.